Visit us on the web at nilfisku.com. Nilfisk University is the cleaning equipment industry's most comprehensive web-based training and interactive learning resource. Your degree in success is just a click away at Nilfisk University.
Welcome to Nilfisk University, where excellence is obtained through active learning. Welcome to the care and use lesson for the Adfinity REV Walk Behind Auto Scrubber. As you can guess from this title, we'll be covering how to use and how to care for the machine. This course is not intended to replace the operator's manual that ships with the machine. Please read, understand, and follow all safety, maintenance, and operating instructions in the manual. Doing so will ensure years of safe operation and optimum performance from the machine. After completing this course, the learner shall be able to describe 3 items that should be inspected before operating the machine. Describe how to fill the machine with water and detergent. List the steps necessary to start the scrubbing function. Identify each item on the control panel and describe what each does. List the 3 cleaning modes available on machines equipped with EcoFlex. Describe the 2 ways the burst of power feature increases cleaning power. Describe how to change the detergent ratio programmed into the machine. List 2 items to be inspected and cleaned before storing the machine. And list 3 maintenance items to be checked weekly. Before one can begin using the machine, it has to be prepared for use. Let's start from the very beginning by turning on the light in the room in which the machine is stored. The first thing you should see is the machine parked with the recovery tank open. The machine should be plugged into a standard 110 outlet to charge the batteries, and there should not be a pad or brush installed on the machine. This is how the machine should have been left after it was used last. The first step is to unplug the battery charger. The charger cord should be stored using the convenient cord wrap holder on the back of the machine. During charging, the recovery tank should be left open for air circulation. Now the recovery tank can be lowered to its normal operating position. The next step is to inspect the pads or brushes. These should have been rinsed the last time the machine was used, so they should be relatively clean and free from any large debris. Inspect the pads or brushes for wear and determine if there is enough brush or pad life for the scrubbing you are about to complete. And if not, replace the pads or brushes as needed. Also make sure you have the correct pad or brush type for the scrubbing that needs to be performed. Now install the pads or brushes onto the machine. The machine features a fixed pad driver, so it's super easy to install the pad or the brush. When using pads, do not remove the center cutout of the pad. Now simply slide the pad or brush under the pad driver, center it on the outside edge of the pad driver, and lift up and press the pad on. The grip face on the pad driver will hold it in place. Make sure the recovery tank is empty. Check the ball float cage and make sure it's clean and the ball moves freely. A clip on each side of the cage has to be open to remove it for cleaning. Then inspect the rear squeegee blade to make sure that they are ready for use and aren't torn or nicked. The machine features a 4-sided squeegee blade that has 4 working edges, so the blade can be flipped end for end and flipped top to bottom to expose a fresh working edge, all without tools. If all 4 edges are damaged, a new squeegee blade is needed. Attach the squeegee to the machine with the 2 thumb nuts and attach the squeegee hose. Do not over-tighten the squeegee, as it is designed to break away if it hits an object within your building. We are now ready to fill the machine with water. Hot or warm water cleans better, but the water temperature should not exceed 130 degrees Fahrenheit. If using the onboard detergent system or EcoFlex, fill the machine with pure water only. Inspect the EcoFlex detergent cartridge and verify the correct detergent is in the cartridge and there's enough detergent in the tank to complete the scrubbing task at hand. If an outboard detergent dilution system is used, like a wall mount station, fill the machine from this device. If bulk detergent is to be mixed in the tank, fill the machine 1/3 the way up with water, then add detergent, and then fill the machine. In all cases, fill the machine so the solution level is an inch or 2 below the fill port. The machine has a 10.5 gallon capacity. Before we get into the details of how to run the machine, let's take a moment to see all the switches on the control panel. I'll start in the upper left-hand corner and then move from left to right. The first switch is the true one-touch scrub switch, which both starts and stops the scrubbing function. Next is the vacuum on-off switch. Then there's a click-off brush switch. This switch is only active on Adfinity disk machines and is disabled on the Adfinity REV. The next switch is the EcoFlex burst of power switch. There is a location to mount an optional hour meter. On the bottom row, we have a solution increase and decrease switch. The battery gauge is in the middle, and to the right of that is the detergent on-off switch. Right below that is a 7-segment display that shows the current dilution ratio in use. And last but not least, on the far right is the key switch. We are now ready to transport the machine to the area to be cleaned. Turn on the machine using the key and verify the machine has enough battery power to complete the scrubbing task by using the control panel battery gauge. The machine is controlled using the safety paddle system and a maximum speed control potentiometer. The potentiometer sets the maximum speed for both forward and reverse. Set the potentiometer about halfway between the slowest and fastest speed. The safety paddle system controls the direction of the machine. Push the paddle forward to go forward and backward to go backward. To make the machine simple to use, it features true one-touch scrubbing. The press of a single button both starts and stops the scrubbing function. The button is color-coded with both a green and red border, which makes it really easy to use. Everyone knows that green means go and red means stop. To start scrubbing, lower the deck to the floor using the foot pedal on the rear of the machine. Then lower the rear squeegee to the floor. Now press the true one-touch scrub button. This will enable all the systems for use and turn on the vacuum motor. Depressing the safety paddle system forward will start the actual scrubbing function. The machine will move forward, water will begin to flow, and the brushes will begin to spin. To pause scrubbing, simply release the paddle and the machine, solution flow, and brushes will all stop. To stop scrubbing, simply press the one-touch scrub button again. The vacuum motor will shut off after a 10-second delay. Now lift the deck from the floor and raise the rear squeegee. The Adfinity REV features 2 scrubber pressure settings, regular and extreme. The regular setting is when the deck is in the free-floating position. This is the setting used for most cleaning tasks and will give you the longest runtime. Extreme scrub is enabled by moving the deck foot pedal up and into the lockdown position. This is for the heaviest of soils and used for removing floor finish. If the solution flow rate needs to be adjusted, it's simply a matter of pressing the solution flow rate increase switch or the solution flow rate decrease switch. There are 3 flow rates, low, medium, and high. Each setting uses 2 LEDs, so low is indicated by lighting 2 LEDs. Medium is indicated by lighting 4 LEDs, and high will light all 6 LEDs. To turn solution off, simply depress the solution flow rate decrease switch until all LEDs are extinguished. The Adfinity REV comes standard with the advanced EcoFlex system. The EcoFlex system is a flexible cleaning solution that meets all of your floor cleaning needs from green to clean. EcoFlex allows the use of plain water whenever and wherever possible for the lowest cost to clean with zero environmental impact from chemicals. EcoFlex has an ultra-low detergent dispensing mode that enhances the natural cleaning power of water while minimizing cleaning costs and the environmental impact from detergents. EcoFlex gives you the flexibility to clean with detergent at full strength if that's required. And on top of all that, there's a burst of cleaning power at your fingertips for tough soils found in smaller areas. Now let's see how easy it is to clean from green to clean. Cleaning with plain water. Every advanced scrubber with an onboard detergent system has a detergent on-off switch. This gives you the flexibility to turn detergent off and clean with plain water, or turn detergent on and increase the cleaning performance, and it's all done with the touch of a button. Cleaning with an ultra-low detergent ratio. Some areas might require a bit more cleaning power than pure water can deliver. Water cleans pretty well, but using a little bit of detergent enhances the natural cleaning power of water and makes it a more powerful cleaner. In most cases, when detergent is turned on, the machine will dispense at a ratio of 400:1. This is the ultra-low detergent mode. 400:1 will be shown on the graphical display. Cleaning with full-strength detergent. Switching to full-strength detergent for the heaviest of soil loads on the floor is very easy. Press and hold the EcoFlex switch for 2 seconds. You'll see the ratio change on the graphical display from 400:1 to the ratio that's been programmed into the machine. You'll also see the EcoFlex LED be extinguished. Note that the machine will continue to dispense at the ratio that's programmed into the machine until the EcoFlex switch is pressed again. So how does one take advantage of this flexibility? Well, let's take scrubbing a high school as an example. Many areas in a school are simply being damp mopped with the machine. In these areas, take advantage of cleaning with plain water for the lowest cost to clean with zero environmental impact from chemicals. When the machine approaches a slightly dirtier area, turn detergent on. When encountering a severe dirty area like a cafeteria, press and hold the EcoFlex switch and clean with full-strength detergent strength. After the cafeteria is cleaned, one can switch back to the ultra-low detergent cleaning mode or go back to plain water. Some follow a cleaning routine where the school is scrubbed Tuesday and Thursday with plain water or in the ultra-low detergent mode, and then cleaned Monday, Wednesday, and Friday using full-strength detergent. A cleaning schedule like this will reduce the overall detergent consumption, saving money and the environment. Now let's see how the burst of power makes spot cleaning in areas super easy. For smaller, dirtier areas, the operator can easily and temporarily increase the cleaning power of the machine for 60 seconds by simply pressing a single button. This could be used to call up additional cleaning power when needed, such as cleaning up a spill that has now dried onto the floor surface, or maybe the front entryway to a hospital has become extra dirty and more cleaning power is needed. The burst of power temporarily increases cleaning power in 60 seconds for two ways. It increases the detergent strength to full detergent strength, and it increases the solution flow rate by one level. During this timed interval, the LED on the switch will blink. It blinks slowly for the first 50 seconds and then fast for the last 10 seconds, indicating the burst of power will soon end. After 60 seconds, the machine automatically reverts back to the original detergent dilution ratio and flow rate prior to engaging the burst of power. As I mentioned a few times, the machine will dispense detergent at full strength or the ratio programmed into the machine rather than 400 to 1. It does this by either pressing and holding the EcoFlex switch for 2 seconds or when scrubbing with a burst of power. Now let's look at how easy it is to program the full detergent strength into the machine. Every manufacturer of auto scrubber approved detergent will provide a suggested dilution ratio and state it either as a percentage, a ratio, or in ounces per gallon. Once this information is known, it's simply a matter of looking at the decal on the dash and understanding which number corresponds to that percentage, ratio, or ounces per gallon. Now we can program the machine. With the machine on, turn detergent off using the detergent on-off switch. Now press and hold the detergent on-off switch for 2 seconds. At this point, the detergent LED will begin to flash, indicating you have entered the change mode. Now tap the detergent on-off switch and watch the graphical display toggle through the numbers 1 through 6, indicating the various full-strength detergent options. Stop and release the on-off switch once the desired option is displayed, and after 2 seconds, the desired full-strength detergent level is locked into the machine. It couldn't be easier. The Adfinity REV is super effective as a daily cleaning machine due to its dual random orbital scrubbing pattern. In addition to that, it's also very effective at removing old floor finish and prepping the floor to be recoated using nothing but pure water. To remove old floor finish, you'll need a standard red pad, the double-sided Velcro accessory that comes in the shape of a donut, and a maroon surface prep pad. The red pad is placed on the machine just like you would for daily cleaning. The double-sided Velcro is sandwiched between the red pad and the maroon pad and simply holds the maroon pad onto the machine. Removing floor finish is really not that much different than removing dirt and grime when daily scrubbing, with a few exceptions. The best practice is to pre-wet the maroon pad by using the machine's solution dump hose and then attach it to the red pad using the Velcro. Now turn the speed of the machine to its slowest speed, turn detergent off, and set the solution flow rate to a low flow setting. Always use extra pressure when removing floor finish. Now start scrubbing and adjust the speed to a very slow walking pace. The slower the machine moves, the more aggressive the action will be on the floor. Aim for about 60 to 100 feet per minute and adjust the speed as needed to get the desired results. The pad will eventually wear out or become loaded up with floor finish and will have to be flipped over at some point. The square footage of coverage is highly dependent on the type of finish on the floor, the speed at which the machine is used, and the desired results. Once both sides have been used and the pad no longer cuts through the floor finish, it's time to install another pad. Eventually the solution tank will run dry and the recovery tank will become full. As we learned earlier, the machine has a ball float shutoff valve that protects the vacuum motor from ingesting water. Once the ball float valve activates, the vacuum motor pitch will change to a much higher pitch sound. When the recovery tank is full, transport the machine to a suitable location to empty it and refill the machine as required. After using the machine for a while, one of two things may happen. The battery may become depleted and the machine must be recharged. When this happens, the battery gauge will indicate the batteries need to be recharged and all scrubbing functions will cease. The machine will stop scrubbing when the battery pack has become depleted, but the transport function does not. This means you will always have plenty of battery power to transport the machine to the area to empty the recovery tank and back to the charging station. The other thing that may occur is that all the areas in the building that need to be scrubbed are now scrubbed and clean, and the machine is ready to be put away until it's needed again. Just as we learned earlier about preparing the machine for scrubbing, we are now going to do the opposite procedure to prepare the machine for storage. The first thing to do is to empty the recovery tank and thoroughly rinse it out to remove any and all debris from the tank. And while you're at it, rinse off the ball float cage and make sure it's cleaned off also. Now you can take off the squeegee and rinse it and inspect it to make sure that the blades are not ripped or torn. If they need to be changed or flipped or replaced, do that now. Remove the brush or pad and rinse it off and remove any large debris that may be present. Inspect the pad or brush and see if the pads need to be changed or flipped over, and check to see that the brushes need to be replaced. If they do, do that now, and then set them aside to dry. Lift up the recovery tank into its storage position. Now you can plug the battery pack into the charger and charge the batteries for the next person who needs to use the machine. It's also a good idea to take a wet rag and clean off the exterior of the machine. And remember, turn off the light when you leave the room. Besides the maintenance that's done on the machine on a daily basis, there's also maintenance required periodically. Weekly one should check the water level in each battery cell and add distilled water as needed. The machine should not be charged if the plates are not underwater. Before charging, inspect the cells and make sure none of the plates are exposed. If they are, then add just enough water to cover the plate, but do not fill the cell all the way up until after the machine is fully charged. If the machine is fully charged, then add water so it touches the bottom of the fill tube in each cell. Do not fill the cell to the very top of the battery top. Clean the solution filter. Clean the foam vacuum exhaust filter located on the underside of the vacuum motor under the recovery tank. And purge the EcoFlex system with plain warm water. Monthly, the battery pack should be equalized. Equalizing the batteries ensures that each cell is at its maximum charge potential for maximum runtime. This is done by fully charging the machine and then unplugging it. After a minute or two, plug the machine back in to charge it again, and repeat this procedure one more time. After 1 year of use, the carbon brushes on the vacuum motor should be inspected for wear. And at the same time, inspect the carbon brushes on the scrub motor to see if they need to be replaced. Refer to the operator's manual or an authorized advanced service center on carbon brush replacement. That concludes this learning module.
Visit us on the web at nilfisku.com. Nilfisk University is the cleaning equipment industry's most comprehensive web-based training and interactive learning resource. Your degree in success is just a click away at Nilfisk University.